What is going on, you guys? It is your boy Virgil here, and welcome back to another episode here on Dragon Ball Legends. Today, I'm going to be breaking down the brand new tag units that are dropping tonight, the LF Android 1718 tag units. And we actually got announced an EX tag unit for the very first time, the future Gohan and future Trunks here. So it's really interesting. I really thought the Gammas were going to be announced tonight, just because they were announced during the day, but it's probably going to be released during an event or a free-to-play, something like that, where we actually don't have to summon, which is neat. I did think they were releasing tonight, but seems like they're going the 1 LF route and then EX back to the EX unit, which is weird because they dropped a 1% sparking on the last LF banner. So I don't know if this is... You know, EXs are pretty hard to pull as well, so it's just interesting. We're going to jump into their kits in about a second, so make sure to drop a like, you guys, before we jump in. I do appreciate it, and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel as well. So you guys can see, this is the banner here. So it's one new sparking LF and then one EX unit, which is, you know, could be worse. Could it really be worse, though? Because there's no side sparking. I'm sure a lot of people would have preferred to have that 1% sparking unit. This is the new Super Masters Pack banner, which they got the new Revive Freeze on there. It's not too shabby. The full power battle with the Gohan. Nice. Some Hoi Poi, some free crystals. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this week's update. This is the banner. I'm going to jump into the kits now. Okay, so we're starting out with the 17 and 18. So you got the main ability, tag switch to Android 18, reverses own element factors. So it goes from red to green, which allows them to counter actually both summonable Ultras, the Kaioken and the Ultra Gogeta. So that's like a huge incentive to summon if you do want to counter those units. Given this unit does fit on LOE, being a powerful opponent unit. So it's already a toxic release, you know what I mean? Androids does need the buff, but you know who else is receiving this buff? LOE, right? Restores own ki by 30, increases own arts card draw speed by 1 for 20 timer counts, minus 20 to own special move arts cost for 20 timer counts, and cancels own attribute downgrades. Pretty solid main ability, I'm not going to lie. It's pretty solid. Passive 1, 20% to damage inflicted against tag Super Saiyans and tag Saiyans cannot be cancelled. This is really nice, given the majority of the units in this game are Saiyans, and then even Saiyans are really, Super Saiyans are really common. Nullifies enemies, restores health when it reaches 0, so he nullifies endurance for existing. The only two units in the game to do that are Full Power Frieza, the LF1, and LF Rose. So this is a pretty valuable ability. You don't need to pop the blue card or the ultimate to activate this. You just have to end the enemy or pop the endurance, and it's dead with this character. So that's very, very valuable. Applies the following effects to itself when the battle starts or when this character enters the battlefield via tag switch. So he gets a 90% of damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled on entry. Reduces damage received by 50%, cannot be cancelled. 15% to health restoration is really solid, cannot be cancelled. And minus 10 to blast arts cost, cannot be cancelled. Effects reset when tag switching to Android 18. Interesting, okay. The following effects occur if this character is on the battlefield after an allied attack ends. Okay, interesting. Reduces enemy ki by 25 is nice. Randomly destroys one enemy card is nice. And restores own ki by 25 is really good. Not only that, but on top of that, you get a 20% of damage inflicted by allies for 15 timer counts. So this unit's also supporting the team, which is really solid. 20% damage inflicted can go a long way. Passive 2, the following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Applies buff effect, nullify abnormal conditions once to self. That's solid. Reduces enemy ki by 25. Knocks back as a blast cover change. It combos into special move arts, which is really nice. And then, okay, applies the following effects to itself upon landing a strike or blast art hit. Restores health by 4%. So it's only 4%, but it's after every card, right? 25% of damage inflicted. That's really good. Draws a Blast Arts card next, activates once, and activation counts reset when this character switches and the tag switch is performed. Interesting. So every time a Strike or Blast Arts hits, you are getting a 25 to damage inflicted, which is really crazy, bro. Just reading it, it sounds really good, so... We're on a good start here. Blue card deals massive explode damage, applies the following effects to itself upon activation. 40% to special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. Applies attribute upgrade minus 40% to enemy sustained damage cut effects for 3 counts. That's actually good. You know, it's pretty good. Blast Armor, so it's one of those blue cards that it's a charge forward. Green card, applies the following effects to self upon activation. Randomly draws one new card. Restores ki by 50. The following effects occur on hits. Nullifies cover change is really solid. Okay, on the green card. And 30% to damage inflicted for 15 timer count. And it inflicts enemies all attribute downgrades. With attribute downgrade -1 to arts card draw speed. That's a really solid green card in my opinion. It combos into strikes, blast, special arts, and special move arts. Wow, that was just 17. So tag switch. Wait, what was that? Tag. Okay, so this was 18, not 17, right? Tag switch to. Oh no, that was. So this is 17 switching into 18. Interesting. Okay, so from 18 into 17. Reverses, so this is after you pop that switch, right? Reverses own element factors, of course. So it goes from red to green, green to red. Like I said, countering, you know, the top 2 units in the game right now. Restores own health by 20%, ki by 30, reduces enemy ki by 25, and reduces enemy Dragon Balls by 1, activates 3 times. That could be really irritating. On the right team, LOE, just every unit having Dragon Ball manipulation. LF Cell having Dragon Ball manipulation. Just a really nasty, powerful opponent team can be built. Similar stuff here with the passive 1. It's the same thing. Passive 1. I believe the only real difference here, if I can... Yeah, all of this is pretty much the same. Is the after every strike or blast arts card here... So instead of the healing, you get restores vanish by 5%. Instead of the healing by 4%, you get restores vanish by 5%. And I think this green card actually, the different green card, transform green card, it reduces enemy vanishing gauge to 0, activates 1. So this is, who is this? This is the tag switch to 17, I believe. So like, it's just an insane tag unit overall. I do think that's really crazy. We're going to jump into, oh, by the way, shout out to Joker Main for these kits. We jumped on Twitter immediately for them. So this is the Gohan and Trunks. I'm very impressed with the 17-18. We just got to see stats, right? So the stat spread got to still drop, and at that point, I'll probably pin it in the comment section below. Main ability, tag switch to Trunks Youth, reverses own element factors. Not sure of their color yet, but it obviously the tag switch. Draw a special arts card next. Restores own health by 10%, ki by 30. 20% to blast damage inflicted, cannot be canceled. Activates 3 times. And 50% to own ki recovery, activates 20 times. Very solid main ability. Passive 1 applies the following effects to self when the battle starts or when this character enters the battlefield. So he jumps in with 80% to damage inflicted, cannot be canceled. Reduces damage received by 40%, cannot be canceled. 20% to blast damage inflicted, cannot be canceled. 50% to ki recovery, cannot be canceled. Looking very solid so far for an EX unit. Passive 2 applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Restores ki by 20, reduces damage received by 20% for 10 timer counts, and increases arts card draw speed by 1. Very, very nice, very solid. Applies the following effects to self after enemy attack is over. 20% to damage inflicted, and -5 to strike and blast arts. Sounds good to me, honestly. I have no complaints. Blue card deals massive, or major, not massive. Major impact damage, inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade, plus 15 to all arts costs, 10 timer counts on hits. Green card restores own health by 10%, ki by 30, -5 to own special move arts cost, cannot be canceled, activates 4 times. Okay. Okay, so that is the first set. This is the transform domain ability, tag switch to Gohan. So switches the colors, draws a special move, gets health, ki, strike damage inflicted. So they're both going to be different. One is blast oriented and one strike. So 50% own ki recovery is what it looks like. And then these same passives pretty much, I believe. And that's it. Yeah, I mean, these are both of the units, you guys. Looking very solid from what I've seen. And it does seem these are equipments. Oh, these are new PvP messages. Okay, this is the new equip, and then these are new PvP messages. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I think they're going to be very, very solid. They're a very impactful unit just because there's not so many strong reds right now in the game. And depending on stats and stuff like that, this unit could be actually pretty crazy. So I'll see you guys tonight. Make sure to drop a like. Like I said, it does help out the video. And I'll catch you guys tonight in the summons. God bless and stay frosty, boys.